And her opponent fighting out of the red court tomorrow night, she holds a professional record of 3 victories versus just 1 loss and 2 draws. Fighting out of Wakefield, England by way of Pila, Poland, please welcome Silva Doligala. Official weight 8 stone 2 pounds for Silva Doligala.
a very warm and sunny welcome to Barnsley City Centre. We have quite the fight coming away on Saturday night, live from Coyle Stadium, just down the road here in Barnsley. Zak Chelli puts his British and Commonwealth titles on the line, and maiden defence for him against Callum Simpson. A homecoming for him, and a homecoming from the faces of South Yorkshire. Dave Caldwell, Johnny Nelson. How excited are you both? We're in your own backyards.
So excited. It was Yorkshire Day yesterday, so we felt very much at home. But now it's like, I gather in London, it's a bit cloudy in London. It's always like this in Yorkshire.
Costa del Barnsley, isn't it?
But look at the crowd. Look at for the weigh-in in Barnsley City Centre. This is something. They need a hero. They need somebody to follow. And if Callum pulls this off, it'll be like the coming of Jesus. I'm telling you, he'll be everywhere.
I mean, 7,000 tickets were put on sale for Barnsley at Coyle Stadium. Could have sold more logistics-wise, that's why it was 7,000 in a snap. There's a lot of pressure on Callum Simpson's shoulders going into tomorrow night. But it is something this week he just seems to be enjoying. He's relaxed, he's revelling in it.
I've known Callum since before he turned professional, and watching him develop, he's been on the small hole circuit. When you've been on the small hole circuit and you're dreaming about nights like this or what he's going to have on Saturday night, but he keeps his feet on the ground. His team around him, Mark Curley, his coaches, they're all very, very level-headed and the feet are on the ground. And I think that's going to help him. And when he came in yesterday, he's got the persona and the appearance of a superstar. He's a ready-made superstar for his town.
He seems very comfortable,
but
doesn't
he's
he,
very serious when it comes to the game. So he's comfortable with it.
There's a guy called Chris Saunders.
Yeah.
He was their star then, and they loved him.
Yeah.
And Chris, I think he's going to turn up at some point today or tomorrow for the show. If you understand how the fans support their own, they need someone to follow. And you're right, I can remember Callum, Paul Boxer signed him. When they did tell him, that's such a good shout, because he's a diamond.
But even when he's boxed around the country for Boxer, the crowd that he's brought with him, all the Barnsley fans that have come with him, they travel. So it doesn't surprise me that he's sold out like that.
Indeed, but how tough a test does he have in front of him in terms of tomorrow night, in terms of Zak Chelli, because he's going to bring it.
So remember when Richard Rack boxed Chris Smith? I said the problem with Richard is we've not seen him perform in public. We know what he can do in the gym. I know Callum Simpson can do this in the gym. So you've got to side with Zak Chelli because it's proved that he can do the championship distance and he can dig in deep. We hear Callum can. We see what he can do in the gym. He's got to do it publicly. So until then, it'd be unfair to class him as a favourite or class and say, look, it's going to be a tougher job for Zak Chelli. Zak Chelli needs to keep on him, keep him working under pressure, because when he gets those championship rounds, that's when it's about that, not about what the coach has told you, and it's going to be a hard night.
Dave, do you think that experience for Zak Chelli, will that be the difference? Will that be key for him?
It could well be, because Chelli, if we look at Chelli's record, he's had real fights from early on. He's been one of these kids that wants to challenge himself.
He'll fight anyone.
So coming here in the backyard is not going to bother him one bit. It's all on Callum. How does he respond to that step up? You know, like Johnny says, we know what he's capable of. I've had him in my gym sparring with Lerone Richards. I know what this kid can do. He's a talented fighter. But doing it on the night, under the pressure, is another thing. And that's where that's going to come in.
But where that comes in is, I don't know if you heard the podcast this week, but Zak Chelli was on it, and he enjoys being the villain. He enjoys being that underdog. So walking out to that crowd of boos that he's going to walk out to tomorrow night, do you think that'll faze him? I'm not sure, no.
In the build-up to this, he's happy to play that villain. He's happy to upset the Barnsley locals. And
he's already tried, hasn't he? Calling them riff-raff.
Listen, when I used to travel abroad and box in anybody's backyard, it brought the best out of me. Now he needs to create a chip on his shoulder, and he's created that. He'll come in here and think all these people want me to lose. He's got a challenger's mentality. So for the kind of fight, he needs a challenger's mentality because they'll be hungry. And that, for him, that works. So he don't mind the bulls. I don't think make a difference at all.
I'm looking forward to this today. It's all about the weigh-in. So let's get proceedings underway and hand you over to a very cool Big Mo.
Good afternoon, Barnsley, and welcome to the official weigh-ins ahead of tomorrow night's British and Commonwealth Championship fight card, headlined by Zak Chelli, the defending champion, and the challenger, Barnsley's own Callum Simpson. I'd like to welcome our viewers joining us on Sky Sports. I would also like to thank our headline partner, Bet365, and our official partners, That Prize Guy and Hell Energy. Tomorrow night, promoted by Ben Shalom and Boxer, it is available live worldwide on Sky Sports and NBC's Peacock. But before we get to all that, today is the official weigh-ins and the final face-offs before these warriors go to war in the ring tomorrow night. Our first contest here for the weigh-ins, 6 3-minute rounds in the super welterweight division. Introducing first to the scales, hailing from Venice, Veneto, Italy, please welcome John Henry Mosquera. Official weight 10 stone, 11 pounds, 5 ounces for John Henry Mosquera. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner tomorrow night, he is undefeated as a professional with 6 victories versus no defeats. Fighting out of Dagenham, England, please welcome Joel JFK Kodua. Official weight 10 stone, 10 pounds, 5 ounces for Joel Kodua.
So Kodua, Mosquera, Johnny, unbeaten Kodua. He's got quite some support as well here for him today. What are you looking forward to in this one?
He's a good friend of Anthony Yard. He trains under Tunji Ajayi, sparred him. He's a super welterweight, but you know, if you're sparring with the bigger guys, he's used to big power in front of him. You know, he'll be flash, he'll be confident. That's how they coach him in that gym. And Tunji's a very, very good coach. And for him to bring his fighter into someone else's backyard, you know, he wants to showcase it. So I'd expect a lot of him. Good boxer, clever fighter. I think he's a smarter boxer than he is a fighter, but it'll be good to watch.
Dave, do you think Kodua will be coming to put on a show tomorrow night?
He's on a big platform. He's got a big opportunity. You know, for both these fighters, they've got to go out there and shine because eyes are going to be on them. They're on a football stadium. It's a once in a lifetime for kids like this. You know, you've both got to go out there, take your opportunity, and then hope that that's enough to get invited again.
What kind of problems will Mosquera pose for Kodua?
It all depends on the skill set levels. You know, he's got to go in there, and he knows that he's the away fighter. He knows that he's got to go in there and upset the apple cart. He can't leave it to chance. He can't let the rounds be close. He's got to impose himself.
Scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds tomorrow night at Oakwell Stadium. Introducing first to the scales, fighting out of the blue corner. Please welcome from Hyde, England, Dale, the choir boy, Aerosmith. Official weight 11 stone, 3 pounds, 5 ounces for Dale Aerosmith. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner tomorrow night, he is undefeated with a professional record of 5 victories versus no defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England by way of Almada, Portugal, please welcome Mario Silva. Official weight 11 stone, 4 pounds for Mario Silva.
Silva comes with a really good record, 5-0 so far. So far, so good for him. First 6-rounder tomorrow, and yesterday he was grabbing the attention of the crowd.
Well, nobody was paying him any attention during the public workout, and then when Spencer took the mic in front of his face, he started rapping and it was a Muhammad Ali impression, and it was very, very good. It was an American accent and everything. I actually, because I've never spoken to him, I didn't realise who he was. I thought he was American, but it wasn't. He's English. In fact, his dad's his coach, and his dad was a very, very good professional fighter.
For 22, there's a lot of confidence there, but he's got to back it up in the ring.
Listen, if you're going to get in the ring, you're going to sing, you're going to rap, you're going to do things like that, you've got to back it up in the ring.
Live on Sky Sports.
Johnny, what kind of fight are you expecting this to be?
I expect Silva to be flash, confident. As Dave was saying, I was speaking to him yesterday. This kid spoke with so much, not arrogance, confidence, self-belief. And he said, I want to show you lot what I'm about. And he said, I respect you, but trust me, you will respect me. And I love that upfront cockiness about him. I thought, so I'm excited to see him.
Ben Whittaker's similar, isn't he, as a fighter? He has that confidence, and he certainly does it in the ring as well.
That's what I told him, that's what he needs. He needs to carry that into the ring. He needs to carry that when he does interviews. He needs to carry it so people want to see him win or lose, but love everything about him.
Khalid Graidia. Official weight, 12 stone, 6 pounds for Khalid Graidia. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner tomorrow night. He is undefeated as a professional with 11 victories versus no defeats, and 5 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Droylsden, England, please welcome Billy Turkish Tyson Davies. Official weight, 12 stone, 7 pounds for Turkish Tyson, Billy Davies.
Dave, Billy Davies is a fighter that you've had your eye on for quite some time now. He's been in your gym as well.
Yeah, he came down to do some sparring a couple of years back with one of my fighters. I was so impressed with him. A really, really good kid. Now, since then, he's hooked up with Joe Gallagher, so a world-class coach, plenty of experience. I expect to see him being even better. I've always kept an eye on him on the small hall circuit because of what I saw in sparring. Quality kid, just needed that opportunity, just needed that chance. I'm so happy for him that he's on this platform here, he's on Sky, he's on a big event, because he's made for this sort of stage. So I'm expecting him to go out there and put on a great performance. But he's in a real fight, he's in a good fight.
Exactly, Billy Davies up against Khalid Graidia. We saw Ben Whittaker. I mean, he put on an absolute show, didn't he? A masterclass.
Yeah, he did.
Earlier this year, that went viral, didn't it? That was the kind of matrix moves that we saw from Ben Whittaker. Also, Davies has fought him as well. What are you looking to see in this one, Johnny?
Well, Davies will want to see where he measured up against the Dans that you Ben Whittaker, see how the deal deals with him. They're trying to outbox him, or see if he can stop him and stop him his style. So he doesn't want to put too much pressure on himself. Get on with the job, get the win, forget about what the guys did with him in the past.
Please welcome Kyle Lamoti. Official weight, 11 stone, 10 pounds for Kyle Lamoti. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner tomorrow night. He is undefeated as a professional with 20 victories, opposite 0 defeats, with 9 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Pinellas Park, Florida, USA, by way of Derry, Northern Ireland, please welcome the current reigning NABA middleweight champion, Connor the Kid Coyle. Official weight 11 stone, 7 pounds, 5 ounces for the Kid, Connor Coyle.
So 8 rounds at middleweight between Connor Coyle and Kyle Lumady. Connor Coyle unbeaten. This will be his 21st fight. Johnny takes on Lumady. Lancashire Southpaw has a pretty good record, 12-1 for him.
Very good record. Outstanding amateur career as well. He's got a number 2 ranking with the WBA. This kid is in touching distance of really stepping himself up onto that world scene, but he's got to make sure he keeps winning. Again, at this stage now, he wants that tick over. It's an 8-rounder. At this stage, they're dangerous for guys that are seasoned. They want the longer rounds, the 10 rounds, the bigger rounds coming through. But this would be good for him to get himself out, get himself a shakedown.
Yeah, Coyle, this will be his first fight of the year, Dave. He hasn't fought this year so far. So what do you think he'll be looking to do tomorrow?
Well, he's got big backing and he's got a great ranking. So he's going to be excited to be getting back out there. It's his first fight of the year. Again, on a big stage. All the platforms there. Everybody that comes and boxes, whether you're a name fighter, a headline fighter or not, when you have a big event, when you have a big opportunity, you have to grab it. Now, it's not just a case of winning and keeping that steam train going towards a world title. You've got to look good so people want to put you on.
All right, let's head over to Bonnie for the interviews.
All right, Connor, looking pretty good on the scales there. How did it feel for you?
Yeah, it feels great. Feels good to make my UK debut after 8 years as a professional, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I was going to say, your first time pro fight on UK soil. How's the build-up been for you? Have you enjoyed the experience so far?
Yeah, it's been a great boxer. Sky Sports, it's been phenomenal, and I'm just looking to put on a show now on Saturday night.
Yeah, putting on a show. It looked quite pleasant now. Did you say anything to each other? There was a couple of smiles. It looked pretty decent.
No, there's no bad blood. All the talking's done inside the ring, so there's no bad blood between us. I'm just looking forward to getting in and doing the business on Saturday.
Yeah, what are you hoping to show in the ring tomorrow night?
Just show what I'm capable of and where I belong in the world rankings, and just that I'm a true, I will be a world champion.
Undefeated, aren't you? Are you hoping it all goes your way then? What's your prediction?
Yeah, well, I don't like to predict anything too much, but I wouldn't like the fight to go to distance, so I'll be putting the pressure on.
Putting the pressure on for a knockout? Any round can you give us?
No prediction. I'm going to just go and enjoy it, and if the knockout comes, it comes. I'm not predicting any rounds.
Brilliant. Good luck. Let's bring Kyle in. Thanks, Connor. Well, there we go. He's not looking to go the distance with you, Kyle, but he's looking for a knockout. How does that make you feel?
I don't feel any way about it. I'm here for fight, so what happens, happens.
Yeah. Have you got any predictions for us at all?
I think he's going to be surprised. I'm a lot better than he thinks.
Yeah. The next 24 hours, what happens between now and then?
Go home, relax, going to see my kids. My kids are over here somewhere. So I'm going to go and play with them and just wait till tomorrow and then enjoy it.
Yeah, you look good on the scales. How are you feeling?
Feel great, feel good.
Perfect. Any predictions from you then?
No, you'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. Thank you very much, Kyle. Good luck.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move to a contest that easily could steal the show tomorrow night. Fireworks will ensue. 10 3-minute rounds in the super welterweight division. Introducing first to the scales, he holds a professional record of 14 victories versus 2 defeats, with 5 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Benwell, England, please welcome Joe Benwell Bomber Laws. Official weight, 10 stone, 12 pounds, 5 ounces for Joe Laws. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this contest is for the vacant WBC International Silver Super Welterweight Championship. And now introducing the opponent, fighting out of the red corner, He is undefeated as a professional with 14 victories, opposite 0 losses, with 13 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, by way of Monaghan, Ireland, please welcome Stephen, the Hitman, McKenna. Official weight, 10 stone, 13 pounds for the Hitman, Stephen McKenna.
Do you know what, Dave, simply, what is not to like about this fight? I mean, it's got a bit of everything. The back and forth between these two has been pure entertainment.
Joe Laws has certainly brought the volume. And the way that he's been giving McKenna stick.
From himself and support.
Yeah. And McKenna, straight as a dart, has just said, you're not going past 1 round. And I fully believe his intention is to get rid of him 1 round. Soon as that bell goes, McKenna's going to come out, as he always does, rumbling forward, swinging them in, throwing bombs with every shot. And it's going to be a hard night for Joe Laws. Listen, Laws is going to be tucking up and looking to bomb with him. But it's going to be sustained round after round after round. For however long this lasts, it's going to be non-stop barrage from McKenna because we know what he wants to do.
Johnny, well, this fight potentially could seal the show. What do you think? I mean, if this is anything to go by, just say Joe Laws is up for it is an understatement, isn't it? Really?
He needs to pump himself up for the fight, and really, you know,
Can you get too far?
No, but some fights need this. Some fights need to create some kind of drama to get the fight out of him, and that's what he does with almost every opponent he fights. He needs this, and again, don't be surprised by being surprised in this fight on Saturday night when these two get in there. But I think McKenna is a handful. McKenna's unbeaten. McKenna will try and give him hellfire, but Laws will not leave him alone. Mark my words, he said, if I get past 1 round, I've overshoes as far as McKenna's concerned. But I've beaten kids that he struggled with in the amateurs.
This is where it could get tasty, Dave.
I can't believe the size difference. There's a massive size difference there. Because I've not seen him actually face to face before. To see it in the flesh there, McKenna is absolutely huge in comparison.
If you look at McKenna's right leg, it was shaking. I don't know if
That
that's
could be
anger.
adrenaline.
Might be. Laws don't want to look down.
McKenna just wants to go to work.
Yeah. This could be brief, but it's one of those fights, Johnny, you don't want to miss this one.
No, you don't. These guys, they're properly zoned in on each other. And Laws is the kind of guy, that kind of fighter that has to get under your skin and get the best out of himself. He's not going to let it go.
Love it.
Like you said, what's not to love? You know, McKenna's very, very steely. You know, he's so intense, but he's used to bombing every fight. That's what he does every single fight, no matter who he's in. You hear about the sparring stories. He spars the same as he fights. Going in there, throwing as hard as he can every single time. So he won't be phased one bit.
I'm very much looking forward to these interviews. Stephen McKenna's up first. He's with Andy.
Stevie, that was interesting. Was all the talking done yesterday? Why did you choose not to get involved in a verbal battle there?
I don't have to drop to his level. I'm a classy fighter. I'm a professional athlete, and I do my talking in the ring. So tomorrow night, tune in. I'm going to give the fans what they want to see, and the whole boxing world. You know, Joe Laws needs to be taught a lesson, and I'm going to do it in devastating fashion.
Just to expand on that, what is devastating fashion, and what does that consist of? What is your prediction?
You know me, Andy. I don't mess around in there, so I'm going in first round. I plan to take him out of there. If depends on how I'm feeling. If I want to give him a wee bit more extra punishment, I might. So let's see tomorrow night. But he's going through the mincer.
What sort of energy are you getting from Joe in terms of body language and what he had to say to you?
He's very nervous. I can see him. He doesn't want to know. He's got to this stage. Hopefully now we'll get him into the ring. The security can save him here, but only tomorrow night the referee's going to save him. He's going out and he's going to be carried out.
Do you think this fight steals the show, and in a number of ways, do you hope that your performance is the one that everyone's talking about tomorrow?
100%. Everyone is going to be talking about Stevie McKenna tomorrow night. I'm going to put the whole boxing world on notice, and I'm going to do it in devastating fashion, and I'm going to teach Joe Laws some manners.
Wish you all the best of luck. Let's bring up Joe Laws. Here we go, Joe. He said you're nervous. He said what you were saying to him at the head-to-head there shows as much.
Listen, I am ready for war. This is the Cinderella story. No one's giving me a chance of winning. Just watch. I'm bringing that belt back to Bemble.
Is that exactly how you would like it, though? Would you not rather be written off and everybody looking at McKenna and perhaps not looking at Laws, and that's the way to come in and steal the show?
Listen, if I last a round, I've exceeded expectation. If he doesn't stop me in a round, he's failed. I take nothing lying down. Everyone doubted me last fight. What happened? I'm bringing that belt back to Bemble. You don't know what I've been through to get ya. You're getting smashed, sunshine.
Is he misreading this energy for nerves? Are you nervous, or is this just the Joe Laws show and Joe Laws world and we're living in it?
I've had more fights than he has hot dinners, man. This is child's play. We're having a legalised fight with gloves and a referee. I can't wait. I've suffered this camp. I've suffered to get ya. And I'm bringing the heat and I'm bringing the energy. So he better bring it as well.
Well, I think we can both agree that you are both going to be bringing it. Why is it going to be you that stands there with your hand raised at the end of it?
I'm willing to go to the well every minute of every round. Let's go to the well. Let's go to the well. My career has been built up for this moment. So let's go. Let's go.
What's your final message to your fans and everyone here?
Fans, support, haters, big love, tune in. Let's get ready to rumble!
Good luck. Good luck to both of you.
The crowd going, Johnny. I slightly feared for Andy when he took his glasses off there.
I like Joe Laws. I like this kid. I just like everything about him. And brings excitement, gets the fans going. He's not even from Barnsley.
For the interim WBC Lightweight Championship of the World and the IBO Lightweight Championship of the World, scheduled for 10 2-minute rounds, available live to watch worldwide on Sky Sports and NBC's Peacock. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night, she holds a near-perfect professional record of 14 victories versus just 1 loss, with 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Montevideo, Uruguay, please welcome the reigning, defending, interim WBC Lightweight Champion of the World, Mayra La Patarita Moneo. Official weight, 9 stone, 8 pounds for Mayra Moneo. And her opponent fighting out of the red corner tomorrow night. She is undefeated as a professional with 9 victories versus no defeats, with 5 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of London, England, please welcome the current, reigning, defending IBO Lightweight Champion of the World, ladies and gentlemen, Sweet Caroline Dubois. Official weight, 9 stone, 7 pounds, 5 ounces for Caroline Dubois.
Caroline Dubois against Mayra Moneo. Caroline, of course, defends the IBO lightweight title and also fights the WBC interim, which could, Johnny, get upgraded to the full title should Katie Taylor vacate. That is all yet to be decided, all to be sorted out in the wash. But for Caroline Dubois, it really has been a case of so far so good. 9-0 for her. She has performed on every single time and improved every single time. But Saturday night, what do you think? How much of a test will Moneo be for her?
I think it's inevitable this gets upgraded after she wins after this fight. I think it's going to be a tough fight because she's in there with an opponent that's got some. She's got some stock. She's got some pedigree.
Yeah.
She's got something to back up. She's a tough cookie. So I think Caroline, she's head and shoulders above so many, and even picking up this belt here, she'll simply just want to collect the belts, unify the belts, and put herself in a position where nobody can avoid her. She loves to fight. She's menacing when she switches it on.
How much of a talent is Caroline?
I think she's exceptional, and she's only developing. She's still young. You know, she's got one of the world's best trainers in Shane McGuigan.
I think Shane was saying yesterday that he thinks she's only at 70%. Still so much more to come.
I believe him. I think she's still growing into herself. She's certainly growing into her personality away from the ring. She's she's turning into that superstar that we want. You know, we want fighters that can carry the sport, carry the divisions. I believe she's that girl. I believe that this fight, it's a tough fight. You know, I've watched a little bit of her opponent. She knows the way around the ring. She's very, very tough. She lets her hands go. And Caroline can't take this for granted. She can't believe the hype herself. She's got to go out there and do the work. She's got the ability, but she's got to go out there and do the work. She goes there, she wins tomorrow night, and then the world's her oyster.
Last couple of fights have gone the distance. What do you think tomorrow? Yeah.
Good. I think it's good that things like that are what prepare you for the harder fights, and this is where she steps into that harder realm.
All right, let's hear from Caroline now with Holly James.
Caroline, looking great on the scales there. I know that I couldn't really lip read what she was saying to you there, but do you have any idea? You seem to stand solid, and you are turning into fight mode right now, I assume.
Exactly, I'm locked in right now, and I can't wait to fight Saturday.
Yeah, how are you feeling? I know yesterday we just had great from you. Can you develop on that?
No, I'm ready. There's nothing more.
We like that. You appear more confident every single fight now. Is that how it feels?
Exactly, I'm ready.
Tell us your prediction tomorrow. She's going to come out firing. She's going to be in your face. What's the plan from the first bell?
I'm going to be in her face. I'm going to come out firing. My punches are harder, I'm quicker, I'm better, I'm more skillful. I'm going to knock her out.
You've got the chance to cement yourself, to really have a reputation after this fight, to be the best in the world, the best female boxer in the world. What will you need to do in the ring tomorrow night to do that?
A statement win, and that's a knockout, and that's what I'll bring tomorrow night. So, you know, Barnsley, show up, as I'm sure you guys are. It's going to be a great night. You're going to enjoy the boxing, so let's go.
We can't wait. Good luck.
Just want to apologise for any swearing there, just getting that out there. Tensions are running high. It's hot in here, Johnny.
Yeah, she's Jekyll and Hyde. Looks so cute, but she can switch in a heartbeat. We'll see that in the ring as well.
Promoted by Ben Shalom and Boxer. 12 3-minute rounds for the British and Commonwealth Super Middleweight Championships. Introducing first to the scales, the challenger. Fighting out of the blue corner. He is undefeated as a professional with 14 wins, opposite 0 defeats, with 10 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of right here in Barnsley, South Yorkshire, England, introducing the former Central Area Super Middleweight Champion and the reigning WBA Continental Super Middleweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Barnsley, your own Callum Simpson.
Something going there on the scales, something going on.
Sometimes, you know, with so many people on the stage, it can affect the scales, you know. You know, a lot of times we've seen where there's only X amount of people allowed on the stage. You've got a hell of a lot of people here on that stage. And I think what they're trying to say, what Chelli's coach is trying to say, is it's flickering. So it's nothing. It's nothing. You can see in Simpson's face, it's nothing. He's not worried about the weight or anything. You see, it looks like it's all sorted now.
Official weight, 11 stone, 13 pounds for the challenger, Callum Simpson.
All good.
All good in the hood.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your defending champion tomorrow night here in Barnsley at Oakwell Stadium. He holds a professional record of 15 victories versus 2 defeats, with 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Fulham, London, England, please welcome the former English super middleweight champion and the current reigning, defending British and Commonwealth super middleweight champion, ladies and gentlemen, Zak Chelli. Official weight, 11 stone, 12 pounds for the defending champion, Zak Chelli.
Little bit of drama on the scales there with Callum, but nothing to worry about. They both look good, Johnny.
It's an old school trick. You try and create as much drama as possible. Don't be surprised if they go into the dressing room tomorrow and try and make him take the bandages off his hand once or twice. You know, just to niggle him to get into his skin.
Try and get in his head.
Just get into his skin. That's part of the game. Callum made the weight. Zak made the weight. Let's see this final stand-up and see what the energy's like between them.
For live updates during tomorrow night's show, as we are sold out, but you can watch it around the world on Sky Sports and NBC's Peacock.
Yes, you can, Big Mo, and you don't want to miss it. I mean, those boos rattling around. Did you see the smile on Zak's face? He's just like, bring it on, I don't mind.
Chelli loves it. I've said before, he likes playing a pantomime villain. And it seemed as though we're at Barnsley's famous pantomimes here. The crowd getting into it. It's what you want. You want that atmosphere. You want the good guy versus the bad guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our championship main event. 12 3-minute rounds for the British and Commonwealth Super Middleweight Championships. Barnsley's own Callum Simpson versus Zak Chelli, live from Oakwell Stadium tomorrow night.
Neither of them want to give an inch, Johnny. You just see Zak just flexing, tensing. Callum just wants to get closer.
Zak's very much like his old man. He's a very serious individual. You know, and if there's no nonsense, this isn't pretend. That's the kind of guy he is. It doesn't like that. He's just like that as well. Callum's the one that's having to learn a lesson here, understand how he wants to deal with fights at this stage. Does he stay still cool? Does he get in his face? Or does he try and dominate the man that's in front of him to say, oh, right now, you're seeing the new champion. He's got to upset him. He's got to under his skin. I'm actually surprised Zak's bit, and he's answering him. I am surprised.
What are they saying here? Zak said earlier in the week that if anyone gives him any verbals, he'll give it back twice as hard. He won't necessarily be the first one to start it, because that's his manner and that's his way. But you give it, I'll give it back doubly hard.
Exactly. But, you know, as he started, he was cool. If you get involved in an argument, then you bring someone to your level, you just shut them out. You know, shut them down. Don't give them air. And Zak gave him air.
Just Callum's moment though, isn't it? Soaking it up.
That is going to be their headline picture in their local newspaper. That shot right there. This kid is a local star.
But with that does come pressure. We've been saying yes, he's been dealing with it well this week. He's enjoying. He's going to be here, there, everywhere with the media. You know, he's the star of the town. But that does add that dimension of pressure, because I'm just saying, Richard Riapple, right, Crystal Palace.
I know, I asked that of his dad yesterday. His dad was here, stood at the back, and his dad He said, look, he knows what he's doing. He can take the pressure. He switches it on and switches it off. I'm not worried about him. So his dad's not worried. He knows his son, so his knees should read.
All right, let's hear from Callum now with Andy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man that you've been waiting to hear from, Callum Simpson. What was it that you said to him at the head-to-head there about his time?
I said, this is my time, you know, and he thanked me for giving him this opportunity. You know, if it weren't for me, he'd still be fighting on bottom undercards, but, you know, luckily for him, you know, this is my opportunity, this is my opportunity, my time. You know, obviously, he's had his time with the belts, he's reached his ceiling now, I'm the one that's going to get them and push on to bigger and better things.
What about this reception and this turnout? Simply incredible.
Unbelievable. You know, there's been a lot of people over past, even you at that, obviously people at Box, they didn't think it were going to sell as well as it did. It sold out within 48 hours. You know, like I said, there's a couple of tickets have been returned. There's a few available online now. We're not going into that too much, but yeah, obviously, you know, sold it out now and next year, you know, get the full stadium sold out. And you know, I've always told you guys at Barnsley, we always back us on, you know. And yeah, look how they've turned out today, and they're going to turn out Saturday as well.
Not sure why I caught a stray there. I've seen your fan power. Can Zak Chelli be intimidated?
I don't think he can. I don't think he's bothered. You know, I think he's strong-minded, but he don't need to be intimidated. The best, whatever Zak Chelli turns up, Saturday night's getting knocked out same way.
So the best Callum Simpson knocks out the best Zak Chelli. That's what you believe?
100%.
You showed me the back page of the Barnsley Chronicle 24 hours. The front page, forgive me. The Barnsley Chronicle, I am sorry. What's the front and back page saying on Sunday morning? And they're new. And they're new. So I would think most of these people have got tickets. If they haven't and they're watching from home, what's your final message to all of your faithful here?
If you haven't, jump on my Facebook. I put a status up earlier. I think Chelli's sold 5 of his couple hundred tickets he asked for. So yeah, they're all back online now. So yeah, jump. I think I don't know if there's still any left, but have a look. Get your tickets. Come down. It's gonna be an unbelievable event. Great night of boxing. You know, McKenna Law's fight gonna be an interesting one. Obviously got Caroline Dubois. Everyone else on the card's gonna be a massive night of boxing. I'm proud to bring Boxer and Sky to Barnsley. It's gonna be a great night, great event.
Wish you all the best of luck. Okay, let's bring the challenger here. I'm going to make myself unpopular here.
Zak Chelli, that's who I am, the British and Commonwealth champion, and it's coming back to London, inshallah.
I'm going to make myself unpopular here. Does ticket sales win fights?
No, this wins fights. That right there, that's going to win the fight.
What's the difference between you and Callum Simpson?
I've got the experience, and I've got Allah on my side.
There's a long old wait there on the scales as it was flickering. What do you see when you look at him? Do you see someone that can cause you some problems in there tomorrow night?
Most definitely not. I've had hard opponents, harder tests in my life. Just another stepping stone to my world title fight.
Does this suit you, this hostile atmosphere? Is this actually where we see perhaps the best Zak Chelli, when everyone's writing you off and you are public enemy number one?
I love it. Thank you all for coming, but you're going to be disappointed on Saturday night. Unlucky.
Wish you all the best of luck. 2 ultimate professionals who have carried themselves brilliantly in this build-up. Well done to both of you.
Dave, that's the way to handle it, isn't it? Embrace it.
That's how you got to be, and I love his character for that. You know, he laps it up and he gives it back. It's all banter. He doesn't use profanities and he doesn't swear. He doesn't need to do that. He's witty enough and sharp enough to give the banter back in a fun way. So he's not agitating the crowd. The crowd actually walk away. They'll probably enjoy that. And then, you know, they'll talk about it as having a bit of a laugh. That's the way to carry yourself.
I think Zak's the more the merrier. You know, just give it to me. That'll fuel him.
And I'm looking around now. A sea of people. Can you imagine being at the football club tomorrow? It's going to be such an atmosphere, great weather. Zak doesn't care. As far as he's concerned, he will feed off this, and he's smiling to himself thinking there's no pressure on me. I've got my job too. I might have sold 6 tickets, but you know what? I'm coming to get a job done, get paid on your ticket. It'll be a good night tomorrow night.
And it is, of course, Zak's maiden defence of his British title and the Commonwealth title, but when the British title's involved, you both know it. Everyone knows in boxing that something extra is brought out in the fight. As if that fight needed it anyway.
It's special. It's special. We always see it. Obviously, the end goal is the world titles. These have all spoke about. They want to move on. But a British title is something that you get world champions that have never fought for the British title, haven't collected that actually have a regret when they've retired. I wish I'd gone back on and won a British title. It's special, it's historic, and it always brings out that extra. They're willing to do extra in a fight to get all that Lonsdale belt.
There was one thing that Callum said that kind of stood out to me, and that was kind of in regards to the belt, as if to say, this is what I want. This is on my way to picking up bigger things. And he showed hunger, he showed ambition, he showed self-belief to say this is just part of the journey. So most fighters, their aim is to become British champion. Once they get it, they can't achieve anything more because that's all they've worked towards. How he spoke, this is just part of the jewelry I'm picking up.
I think from an early age, I was reading an article in the Boxing News this week, and Callum Simpson was saying he used to work in a clothes shop, I think in the city centre, and Kell Brook used to come in and get his suits. And I think he thought then, he's like, I want a piece of that. That's exactly what I want.
That's where I remember Callum from where he worked beforehand. That's what I'm saying. I've watched his career build up. You know, when you always bump into these young kids, oh yeah, I'm turning pro soon, and if you like him, you kind of like follow him, and you make a note of the name, and you just see him as they come through. That's what I've done with Callum, and to see where he's come from to where he is, and I genuinely mean this, the kid hasn't changed. So that's why, a blink of an eye, 7,000 tickets sold out in his hometown, because everyone wants to come and support him.
Johnny, what is it going to come down to on Saturday night for our main event?
It's going to come down to that and talent. I think both fighters have got big hearts. We don't know how big Callum's heart is, but we know he's got unbelievable talent. So one's going to outweigh the other, and so it's going to be that and talent with both fighters. It's hard to say he definitely wins. It's just going to be a cracking night.
Dave?
Yeah, I agree with that. I know Callum's got a heart, because how he spars. And listen, he's been sparred with Bertabiev, and then has to come back. So that tells you that you've got heart. If you can hang with Bertabiev and be asked to come back for the next camp, you know, because you're taking some punishment in there. Like Johnny says, it's who's going to be the best on the night. But I think it's who can control their emotions and who can think their attacks through properly, because they can both be guilty of rushing their attacks a little bit. So I think that plays a lot.
The one thing that happens is when you go away to be a sparring partner with the best in the world, people don't know what you're doing out there, but what does it lifts up your confidence. I know that. It makes you a completely different
how much you must learn as well.
Yeah, and it makes you a completely different fighter to think, you know what, I'm actually above domestic level. And this is probably why Callum got so much confidence, to know how he sparred, to know how he's been, and he won't just be Bertabiev he's been in the gym with, he'll be in the gym with world-class fighters as sparring partners, and he's held his own. And that's why he's got that confidence that we don't know about yet until Saturday, and then we'll see it shine.
You know what's coming.
Oh dear.
Predictions.
I'm going to go with luck, and I'm going to go on the side of Callum Simpson doing the job, doing an amazing job. It's going to be a tough 12-round fight, but it'll be close.
Dave?
I genuinely see it as a very, very hard fight to call, but I think that Callum's got the tools to get the job done. And again, this is where I play into that. If he's disciplined enough to use his range as well, because he likes to fight on the inside, and if he slows his attacks down a little bit when he does get on the inside instead of snatching, then I believe that he wins. And I believe he wins on points, because Chelli's a tough kid. If he gets a stoppage, he's done really well. But Zak Chelli's good enough to win this fight. I think going in there, forget the odds because people lump money on. I think he deserves to be favourite going in there.
Yeah.
But I believe Callum Simpson wins the fight.
It's going to be interesting, and it is a card you don't want to miss. Joe Laws, McKenna, Caroline Dubois. There's so much to like about tomorrow night. Thank you, chaps. We'll see you again tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. on Sky Sports Action. We'll see you then.